Hey there! How's every-nyaaan doing? I want to say hello, my name is Ceylon Cross, and I am your local cat slime here with a spicy deck today here for Pauper Leagues. It's going to be amazing. Yes, this is blue-black, no win con control. I say no win con, but technically we are running two Troll Khazad-dûm and an Evankar's Justice main deck, so there is a way to actually get our opponents down on life. And in the sideboard we are running a couple Murmuring Mystics for some other matchups. But yeah, this is a Mystical Teachings deck, and it just recently 5-0'd by user _noob_. They went 5-0 with this in a recent Pauper League, and you know what? It has been a hot minute since we played anything resembling this. We have, in fact, last week played against a deck that was eerily similar to this, but just a little bit different. The deck with the legendary Fountain of Youths post board, but this is a more, I would say, traditional toolbox kind of build. We're running 4 teachings. We're running some sweet silver bullet cards that we can get. Single Diabolic Edict. We can get Capsize, Suffocating Fumes. We got a couple Lose Focus in the main here, just some additional counter spells that can grow as the game goes along. Devious Cover Up, very interesting here. This helps us not necessarily deck out. So that's pretty cool. Gaining some life in the main deck with Pristine Talismans and Campfires. Again, also another way that we can shuffle our graveyard into our library. The point of this deck is to grind. Running a very traditional sort of mana base, bunch of islands, a couple swamps, a bunch of bounce lands here, just so that we can hit our land drops. A couple bogs main, because we do have to worry about graveyard strategies every so often. And then sideboard is pretty straightforward, I would say. We have Annuls and Steel Sabotages here for artifact matchups, and of course Annuls for things like Boggles or what have you. We have a full suite of like half our sideboard, so it feels, against red decks. 5 copies essentially of Hydroblast here. 3 Dispels. Dispel's also very nice against other controlling matchups as well. So I can see these coming in against things like Tolarian Terror, more traditional blue-black control, something like Familiars, that sort of stuff. Yeah. But yeah, this is a very interesting deck, running literally one of the only like sort of buy-backable like recursion Wrath of Gods in the format. I mean, Drown in Sorrow is already the same thing as this, but for 3 extra mana, you just get to keep doing this over and over, and you drain your opponent for 2 every time. Technically, you drain yourself, but I mean, that's what the Talismans and the Campfires are for, right? Right? But yeah, this is a cool deck. I've had a version of this from a long time ago, sitting in my deck list pile, just until the moment hit. And we are past Paupergeddon Europe right now as of this stream, and Mono Red was the winning deck. Mono Red Madness. Guy put up an amazing fight in the finals. Super cool. I definitely encourage people to go and watch that when they have some free time. So yeah, Mono Red and Blue Terror right now seem to be running rampant. So who knows if this is going to be one way or the other in our leagues, or if we're just going to see a mishmash of literally everything. But I want to try the control deck this time. Got myself a little iced coffee this time. Staying away from the soda today. Stomach's a little... So I got some iced coffee. And maybe when we're done with this, we will play some more of that Slime Against Humanity deck we were working on last time, courtesy of one of our regular chatters. Again, if anyone has decks they would like to suggest that I play, no guarantees that I will, but feel free to suggest them in the chat or in the comments of the VODs. I will take a look at them, and if it interests me, you might just see me play them in a future stream. Yeah. With that said, we are running also a very spicy capsize here, which I feel could be either absolutely horrendous or really, really good. I can imagine this potentially with like counterspell backup being really good against Tolarian Terror decks, because if we get to like 6-8 mana and we get to pay for the ward every single time, like what are they going to do? I don't know. I feel like we have more counter magic than they do, but who knows? We shall see. I'm very interested to see how these devious cover-ups work compared to something like Prohibit. Prohibit feels like a much more typical counterspell I'd see slotted in these decks, but 4 mana counter target spell is already pretty rough, but exiling it is huge, and being able to shuffle up to 4 target cards from our graveyard back into our library is also pretty good. Allows us to recycle late game threats like Troll, get some more removal and silver bullets back in there for teachings, that sort of thing. It's possible that this this works out, but yeah, I'm interested to see how this goes today. I'm actually already in there, so with that said, let's go into the first match here. We shall try and see, can blue-black Dirtle Control get us there today? Place your votes now. Place your bets. So yeah, it's been an interesting week now after the American holidays here. We just had Thanksgiving in November, and this past week things have sort of been ramping up for the holiday season. So I am still pretty tired. Not as exhausted as I was last stream though, which is pretty nice. But hoping everyone has been staying safe, staying good. I know weather across the US has been getting pretty chilly and pretty snowy in certain regions, so be prepared. Don't get stuck out in the cold. That would be bad. Yeah, it would be bad. All right, we have 2 very late game cards in our hand here. We have 1-2 lands, a campfire, and a loot focus. This is really what we have here. This is a 5 card hand. Do I like this? We are on the draw. I think I will keep. It is possible that being on the draw is okay. We shall see what they do. We have an island with flavor text into nothing. Okay. A Nihil Spellbomb. Very interesting. I don't think I'm playing Campfire just yet. We will most likely cycle this Troll. All right, we got a Brainstorm coming up. That's the other thing with this deck. There's no like cantrips in this deck. There's no Ponders or Preordains. This version that I'm playing is really just relying on like the Hold the Multiverse and just sort of like the cantrip isness of Deduce and stuff like that. Or Revealed, yes you may. All right, so they are doing that in their upkeep. They are blue-black themselves. Interesting. All right, we will end of turn swamp cycling. Do I just want to get a swamp? I think I might just get the Contaminated Aquifer. What do I want to do here? I feel like Nihil Spellbomb might be the better play. So I'll do that. Cover up. We're not happy to see our sort of late game cards right now. Hardcast Sneaky Snacker. Okay. Do we draw the land? We do not draw the land. Okay. Oh, we'll just pass turn. We might be able to get this loose focus out of here with whatever they decide to do. I feel like I don't exactly want to be shields down this turn. Another Sneaky Snacker. Am I okay with that? I'll just lose focus this, why not? They might have Dispel or Spell Pierce here. They don't. Okay. Punishes them for holding off on that land drop, that's for sure. We do hit our Island. That's nice. Alright, so we are essentially canceling each other out once we end up with some free mana here. Lose 2, gain 2. They are hitting their land drops better than we are. In comes the Sneaky Snacker for 2. Gonna take it because I can't do much about it. Go to 16. And let's see here. Do I try to behold the multiverse like Foretell right now? The only two things I can do is like counterspell Campfire. I think I'll just wait. I assume they're gonna like brainstorm, yeah. Do we want to crack the spell bomb now? Nope, we've got our guaranteed next land drop, which is nice. They are potentially flooding out a little bit here, but I also imagine they might hardcast a Gurmag Angler at some point. What's this? 4, 5, 6, Gurmag 7, I want to say. That's pretty nice. I think I will foretell behold the multiverse, and we shall see what happens next. Unexpected Fangs. I don't particularly like that. They can counter spell here and I'll be fine with that. Yeah, it looks like they didn't want to fight over that, which I am totally okay with. Do need a second black source here at some point to get this Evankar's Justice rocking and rolling. Negatory. Abandon attachments. Sure. There goes the Gurmag. Very interesting. The counter spell, this is a juicy target for them. Ooh, cast down an innocent blood. I do like this. I think I actually do want both. We'll do that. Teachings. Wonderful, wonderful thing here. Let's just innocent blood now. See what our opponent wants to do. Valerian Terror. Oh, they just decided to say nah to that. Cool. Cool. Thought Scour. Target themselves. Sure. Got rid of another Thought Scour and a counterspell. Okay. Are they going to attempt getting the Sneaky Snacker back here? Deep Analysis. That is a possible. I think I let that resolve. Sneaky Snacker is no longer the big threat that I really care about. Besides, I have Campfire Flashback Teachings here. Another Terror. I feel like that is worth counterspelling. Another Terror? Another Terror. Fascinating. Alright, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm okay doing that. And getting rid of that. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, we're still not quite at Evan Carter's justice levels. Deep Analysis, you say? Let's just do this now. Chance of them having a counterspell is a little slim. We're going to brainstorm. Sure. I got abandoned attachments here, eh? Mental note, mental note. Snuff out, snuff out. Ooh, yeah, snuff out's not really something they want to draw. Oh, there. Another mental note. Wow. Tell me, what can be funnier than Arcane Signet in Standard? Command Tower. I think Command Tower in Standard would be funnier, honestly. To be fair, Arcane Signet was brought into Commander via a standard Brawl deck, I believe. So, like, it's not, like, that far from the truth, quite honestly. Let's cast with buyback. 1, 2, 3, 4. They have the counter spell. Congratulations. I think they've got it. They do. No response. Womp womp. Boop. Well, we'll just do that. Command Sphere, you can at least sack to draw a card. That is true. I've been pretty good, actually. Today, we are playing some blue-black Dirtle control, which is, so far, pretty nice. We're actually neck and neck with our control opponent right now. They are brainstorming. They are trying, I guess, to find threats and or something here. Because I want to say they've already gotten rid of an angler. I think they only play 1, maybe 2. And 1 terror, 2, 3 terrors are gone. I want to say I've also bogged. No, not bogged. We have Nihil spellbombed one of their snackers. Ooh, spicy. All right, let's Pristine Talisman. Nihil Spellbomb. See if they want to counter that. Looks like they do. Actual factual counter spell. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Well, we have enough for a teachings. End of turn. Let's scour themselves. Is that the other 2 snuff outs? They have gotten rid of all their snuff outs. That's funny. Granted, that's not going to do much against our Trollakaza Dooms, but whatever. Lochran Reveal. Sure. How many counters have we gotten so far? We have gotten 1 counterspell, 2 counterspell, 3 counterspell. We've gotten a spell pierce. So they are running a little lower on counterspell magic right now. Let's see what they do here. Thought Scour themselves. Another sneaky snacker. Phenomenal. Mental note them. Cool. Another sneaky snacker. We shall... Oh, am I missing one? I am missing one. They are discarding the hand size and is land. Nice. What do we want to do here? We can 5, and then we have 1, 2, 3 back here. Let's do that. Do I want just another teachings? I think I just want another teachings. And we're good with this. Abandon attachments. Sure. Was this Gurmag? Paid 1 mana and waiting a little bit. I think this is a second Gurmag. Yes, sir. Tell me why Google is just answering the KFC ads. Dude, you got me, man. Unless they got the double down back, there really isn't any reason for it. The only time I really want to care about that is if the double down is back. Do I wait here? I feel like I don't. Probably just during combat. See what they got. Okay, they're done with that. Cool. Dispels seem pretty decent. What is not that great right now? Honestly, I'm not sure what. Doom, 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 doom. Devious cover-up feels very eh. I'd rather have the couple of dispels. Drown in Sorrow does feel a bit meh. I think I'd rather have in that rather than a Drown in Sorrow going up against Dimir Terror. Am I playing Fountain of Youth? Absolutely not. Nope, I am playing Campfires and Pristine Talismans like a good little Slimu. We have a couple of counter spells here and a slow hand, but otherwise I think this is fine. Let's see here. What can we do? What can we do? Well, a lot of the art frames, like alternate frames, I've not particularly liked recently. This one for the Deduce is actually kind of nice. I do like that. So. All right. I am going to have to discard. Not great. Probably going to discard Teachings. You and Serpentine Curves. Nah, this ain't that kind of deck. What? Blue-black Dirtle, like, being down on time? Never. We're up almost an entire minute here, a minute and a half almost. Ooh, they got rid of their own Nihil Spellbomb. That's fascinating they brought those in against us. Very interesting. Thorn of the Black Rose. All right. Yeah, I know, but that ain't this deck, man. That ain't it. They countered this. I am sad, but we're not exactly in a terrible spot. That, no, that, yes. Seems good. Let's see here. I feel like Suffocating Fumes is a potential. But right now we are getting hit for 3 a turn, so that is a thing. I'm actually not terribly upset with them drawing more cards with Thorn of the Black Rose because we're just not doing that. Let's see here. Get rid of a deduce. Innocent blood. I'm not terribly upset with that. All right, so we essentially fog them for a turn. Hardcast another snacker. Hardcast another snacker. Interesting. Very interesting. Huh. What to do, what to do. I think I do foretell. And then we just kind of chill. What do I care about here? I don't think I need another swamp. I like the idea of another island. Island campfire is nice. Okay, Boom, bum, 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 bum. Okay. Have I ever played MTG Forge Adventure? I have not. Interesting. I think I was meant to counterspell that, but I feel like they've got, yeah, they've just got another Thought Scour. I think we do just lose that, and we'll go to the next round. Or not next round, next match here. Maybe they are going a lot heavier on those. Let's get some Murmuring Mystics in here. All right, Capsize, you're not doing it for me anymore. We didn't see the Dispels, but it doesn't mean that they're not going to be good. Maybe Innocent Bloods are not what I want. Do I want the Drowns over the Innocent Bloods? I'll just do this. I've seen some gameplay and it looks exactly what I need to scratch my need for an MTG game that isn't Chandelar. Interesting. Wow, this is a do nothing hand. Like actual factual do nothing, but we got a couple counter spells. Huh. Very interesting. I'll keep. Yeah, we got to lose focus. That's nice. No, I'd rather not. I'd rather have you try to get that back the hard way. All right, so one sneaky snacker out. Brainstorm. Nope. Another land. Nice. Okay. Do I care about this other troll right now? We'll get the swamp. See what we can get here. Or revealed, that's fine. Okay, deck, I'll keep this 7 land hand, but only if you promise that we can play the top 10 cards of every group, right? Oh my god. You're not wrong. Deep analysis. Sure. See, this is why I was thinking about changing their list just slightly, because I like Crypt Incursion, but I also just don't think that's what we need to do right now. Let's just get a deduce. Not opposed to that. Just do that. We are at least drawing our lands on curve. During some of the practice games I did with this deck, it felt Feast or Famine, which was very odd. Murmuring Mystic to the grave. Okay. You go ahead and just slide one Crypt Incursion in the side. That is true. Sideboard is running Nihil Spell Bombs before that. Not that I dislike that choice, but it's a choice. I wanted to see how the list performed as is. Alright, so they played an island. Are they flashing back Deep Analysis? No, Gurmag Angler. Interesting. Deduce. Bug. Perfectly timed. Perfectly timed. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 plus 1. There isn't a flash thing we can get to kill this per se. One and one gets us a clue token. I will bog them just to be on the safe side. I will feel like I want to crack this clue. Oh, they are abandoning attachments here. Okay. Sneaky Snacker is just such a instrumental card nowadays in Pauper. It's really quite scary how much this card has warped the format around itself. I really don't think I care about that. Two trolls? No, I don't care. Gets rid of one teachings. Just like whatever. All right, they're going to do that now. Sure. All right, we're going to have to find a different way of doing things here. It's a very good black card. I would say that it is almost like the brainstorm force of will of Pauper right now. Like, if you're not running Sneaky Snacker in some capacity, what are you doing? Okay. All right, that slowed them down a little bit, which I'm totally fine with. Another Sneaky Snacker. All right. Bug. Pristine Talisman would be such a funny card in format with mana burn, right? All right, they got rid of another Spell Pierce. That's cool. Honestly, not had that many counter spells, so I'm a little afraid here. There goes another counter spell. All right. This Gurmag. Gurmag. Nice. All right, we are still not in a great spot. That is a considerably better spot. Another Bran storm. We are storming the Bran. They're brainstorming. They're brainstorming. They've gone through like another 15 cards of their deck. Are they hard casting Clarion Terror? Hard casting Gurmag Angler. Okay. Odds are we do not get the cast down. If we get Tutor or the teachings, we are so back. Frick. Ooh, wait. Nope. Let's do this correctly. Thank you. Oh, they've been holding on to the annul. They've been holding on to the annul. All right, they got it. We can't do anything about that. Dang. That was actually kind of tight. That was kind of crazy. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting that. I should have been like, what's like one of the cards they could have had like in hand. Clearly the that thing. Ugh. So close. So close. Oh my god. Well, I mean, them's the breaks, right? That's control versus essentially like control. Tempo control. There we go. Get myself a little comfier in my chair here. Oh, but that was nice. That was good to see that I could put up a fight against Dimir Terror. I don't know how I would have fared if it was mono blue Terror, because they're definitely a lot faster. Although a lot of decks now seem to not be wanting to play Delver Secrets. But who knows? Maybe they're not as aggro then. Blue-black definitely feels better. I feel like we would have had a much better Game 3 if we had hit Murmuring Mystics, but we did not get lucky. That is not a hand I want to keep. This is better. Again, not exactly something I want to keep. Capsize probably goes back. I think I keep this, putting back Capsize. Again, Capsize is not something we really want in our opener. We'll put down a Campfire. See what our opponent's doing. Mountain. Campfire's great. Faithless Looting. Are they red-black or just mono-red? Fared better against blue Terror. They have less threats than you have. Yeah, I guess so, but they are playing more Murmuring Mystics at that point. Alright, so they are just mono red. We are going to gain 2 life. We're going to Dimir Aqueduct. It is Aqueduct, by the way. And pass turn. So this is good. We get to... Oh, they are just not having that. Okay. Wow. Hydroblast, Blue Blast, you come in. That's a nothing burger. I feel like that's a nothing burger. I also feel like that's a nothing burger. I like Dispels here. I think I want those over Lose Focuses, but Lose Focus is still very, very good. We'll keep the Nihil Spell Bombs. Honestly, Teachings might just be a bit too slow. Take out a couple Teachings, put in Dispels. Edict. Maybe not Edict. Edict does get rid of some of the bigger ones here, huh? Edict. Like that. You know what? We will bring in the Mystic. Suffocating Fumes is okay. Yeah, Diabolic is not necessary. I feel like I want the second Murmuring Mystic, but I don't know where to put that in. Probably for Devious Cover-Up, honestly. Let's just lower what we're doing a bit. I think that's pretty good, honestly. It's a heck of a sideboard, but mono red is a heck of a matchup. Let's see here. We have a Pristine Talisman. We have Cast Downs. We have Lose Focus. It is kind of shite, though. Not gonna lie. We have a Pristine Talisman. I'm gonna mulligan. I feel like we can do better. Honestly, I think this is a keep. I definitely want Lorien Revealed. Dispel's nice. I think the Deuce goes. I think the Deuce is the weakest card there. We could have had a stronger hand, but at the same point, like, eh. Okay, so we do have an Island. What do I want to do here? Do I want to bog turn 1? That way I have turn 2, turn 3 open. Like, what am I expecting them to have here? They want to go, like, one of their sorceries or something, right? Let's island. Faithless looting, okay. Now, if they discard 2 snackers, I feel big brain. They got rid of a fiery temper and another faithless looting. Seems good. What do I want to do here? I think I still want to keep that up. Aqueduct's not bad, honestly. Save target, it's always yield. We'll pass turn. I think end of turn I grab an untapped island with Lorien revealed. Grab the prize 6. Can't really do much about that. Alright, they're gonna bolt me. That's fine. Oof. Big oof. Well, I'm gonna have to play a talisman here. It's coming turn. Most likely bouncing bog with the aqueduct. Alright, there's a snacker in the bin. They've already drawn their 3 cards for the turn. Bolt me. Yep. Murmuring Mystic is nice. I don't think that is doing what I want it to do. Do I play Mystic first? Let's do that. Oh my god, they just let that resolve. Ooh. I was fully anticipating a Pyroblast there. I mean, they could just have Pyroblast now. I just don't care about it because I'm tapped out. Faithless. Get back the snacker. Yaw, yaw, yaw. Okay. They're fiery tempering, targeting what? Me? Me. Hey. Alright, they attack. They don't attack. They're just passing. They're just passing. Wow. Okay. I expect them maybe to Lava Dart. I don't know if they're going to do that. They do. Okay. What do I want to do here? Let's just deduce now. That's a very good draw for us. Oh, did they scoop it? They scooped it! Nice! All right, we got there against red. I was looking a little nail bitey, not gonna lie. I was a little worried there. Very nice. Just to go show that that sideboard is kind of critical for that kind of red deck. So, let's see here. I'm gonna put it back onto the deck screen real quick. I'm gonna BRB. Once I get myself a refill of my drink, we will be back for round 3 with more blue-black Dirtle control. So, stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Boop. Boop. Hey guys, I'm back. I love that Nagato. When a deck that moves slower than Continental Drift meets a deck that's faster than an Avalanche, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Oh my god. That was too funny. But we did it. So far we're 1-1 in this league, and that's very, very neat. I'm very happy with that. Let's see what we got in this round. What are we going to be up against? Are we up against another red deck, or are we up against another terror deck? Okay, looks like we actually have lands. Okay. Lore and Revealed might just be a draw spell this game. I think this is a keep. Unfortunately, we did lose the die roll again. All right, we're up against some sort of affinity list. This might be Esper. A lot of people have been liking the Esper builds now with the Cryogen Relics and Core Sky Fishers and Tithing Blades. Tithing Blades actually just not even a thing that we care about right now. So let's see what happens. You can no longer grab the 0-5 trophy. I know, so sad. Navigator's Compass. Yep, this is definitely like a Glint Blade sort of deck. I'm not terribly upset about that. Let's see here. What do I want to get rid of? I feel like I get rid of the Dimir Aqueduct because like we can cast down and still get more mana. I'm not terribly upset with that. Our cast downs are pretty premium. Maybe I get rid of a counterspell because I'm not really looking to counterspell just yet. Or do I just get rid of Lore and Revealed? I think I get rid of Lore and Revealed then. A little sad. I feel like lands are super important right now. Yeah, because we're probably either going to counterspell or cast down this turn. They're thought casting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I really want them to go up on cards right now? I don't think so. Probably play another familiar after attacks here. A refurbished familiar is up there. The flying rat is actually up there. I will concede that. What do I want to do here? Do I cast down now? I feel like maybe I do cast down. And then Aqueduct back to Island. Yeah, let's do that. They might have Dispel or something here. That's fine. Get rid of the island, back to hand. Thank you. So now we untap with a fair amount of mana. Thoughtcast, okay. They're still looking for land drops. I'm okay with this. Like, how many new archetypes were created simply because those decks can play rat? I guess. I still think rat was way pushed. Sneaky Snacker is kind of fair. Rat is unfair, in my opinion. But both are pretty, like, they're very much mistakes in my eye. Let's see here. I think I'm only doing one or the other. So I'm going to foretell. This coming turn, I might be able to play Pristine Talisman and keep up something. We'll see. Fully anticipating more crap. Speaking of crap. Crap rat. Let's go. In the next unset, crap rat. Sure. You may turn that into a white source. Plains. Nice. Yep, bounce the compass, I'm sure. Yup. Okay. Well, we are actually drawing lands. It's not terrible. Let's see here. Do we just get rid of this now? I think I'm okay with it attacking in once. If they play a core Skyfisher, I'm more worried. They finally hit another land. That's kind of cool. Hippie as a common. I would love Hypnotic Spectre. Probably not as a common. That thing is like diabolical. I don't think I need that. Teachings is fun. Does Teachings really help me? Probably. Capsize Teachings now. Now this is pod racing. One, two, three, four, five, six. Capsize, man. Frickin' capsize. Opponent is probably cursing us in the chat that I do not actually have active. You may Cryogen Relic. Oh! We got Core Skyfisher. Raven Charm. Oh, yeah. Look at all those cards that I care about being gone. All right, now we can actually mystical teachings here and start getting something. What do I get here, though, is the question. Do we just get, like... I don't know. They draw a card. They turn that into Island. They're going to Thoughtcast. All right, they have 10 cards in hand. All right, we're going to Teachings. For Teachings. They get to discard 3 cards. Nice. I think you're not wrong. You single-handedly contributed to this opponent's decision of quitting Magic forever. Yes, please. Let's get to Behold the Multiverse. I think I'm okay with this. Get rid of a Cast Down. All right, we've made him rage quit. Huzzah. All right, so we get rid of those. Get that. Evan Carr's Justice. Interesting. Capsize was insanely good that game. Honestly, I'm not opposed to most of what we've already got. Let's see here. So we do want Annuls and Steel Sabotages. Correct, correct. I like the idea of taking that out. I don't think we need specifically Diabolic Edict. Previous cover up, huh? Take out one of those. They had to go to game 2, right? Yeah, I guess. Suffocating Fumes is fine against the rats. Drown Sword, I don't think is actually doing anything for us, unfortunately. So these, I think, are what I'm taking out for the 2 annuls, 2 steel sabotages. Is there anything that's actually bad? Like, Avantgarde's Justice is a win con. I do like the other counter spells. Suffocating Fumes, again, is at least a cycler and or gets rid of rats. I think we're okay on that. Because they run like Core Skyfishers, Glint Hawks, so I'm okay with like the Innocent Bloods. Ooh, man, this is... Ho, ho, ho. I am the spy. I'm gonna keep this. We're not exactly down on clock, we're just kind of even. Which isn't very promising, but it is also not terrible. Cryogen Relic, okay. I assume like this is going to be a very different game because opponent is not going to be actually factually land screwed. Let's pass turn here. Unfortunately, can't get prismatic or pristine talisman, excuse me, online turn 3 here. I'd rather keep this up for deduce and or cast down. They are glint hawking. I feel like that's okay. Boop. They are thinking about this. I mean, I don't think that is an actual thought. I think that is just return the relic back. Bridge. Interesting. Refurbished familiar. Okay. I'll get rid of 1 deduce. Okay, that's actually not bad. We're gonna bog them. It's a shame I can't cast them down right now. But if they don't have anything like super whoopee for me to counterspell, maybe I can't fire this turn. Do I want them to cryogen right now? They don't seem to have double blue open, so I'd like to think that I can actually counter that. It looks like I can. Forecast, okay. Getting rid of the repeat draw is pretty good. I'm taking 4, which is not nothing. I feel like I'm going to set a stop here so that I can learn revealed. Question is, do I want to get island or another swamp? Another glint hawk. Fascinating. Turn the familiar, I'm assuming. Okay. All right, well, we are going to do something here. Let's island cycle. Okay, I kind of like this. Okay. This isn't terrible. So we can campfire and we can steel sabotage the rat on the way down. Let's see, by the way, in Forge Adventure, random NPCs just have alpha dual lands, and I find that so funny. Wow. There are people out here just walking around with alpha duels in their pockets. What are we doing with our lives? I don't know. Yeah, because why not? Why not? Come on. All right, let's pristine talisman it up. This is a little precarious. Hello, 3, 4? Pact Doll Terror. Oof. That is an interesting one. I think I know what I'm cast downing. Absolutely. All right. We're gonna get rid of that. How about we just don't? How about we just don't? Nihil Spell Bomb. Cool. Oh, I should use the Pristine Talisman for that. I'm bad. I'm bad at magic. All right. 2, 3, 4. Well, we are actually on the not so good side here of lands. Is this another Pact-Doll Terror? Bruh. Okay. Was not expecting that, honestly. I mean, it makes sense with what they're trying to do here, but I was not expecting that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going down to 5. Let's gain 2 life. Then I feel like I'm going to Nihil Spell Bomb. And yes, I would like to pay to draw hard. Okay. So the question is, let's just do this. Can we get something here that does stuff and things? All right, Evankar's Justice is cool. It is a sweeper. 1, 2, 3. But this is just not looking good, man. Is it more worth it to cast down? I think the Evankar's Justice is just the thing here, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have to be very careful here. So they have 5 cards in hand. They could play a land. That's 1 ping. So I'm at 3. So I go to 6. 1, 2, 3, and then they have 1, 2, 3 artifact drops, and I die. All right, I don't like that. I don't think I do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna bounce this. I think it's just either way I slice it. It's like if they have 3 things, I die. Ooh. All right, there's 1 and 2. I think I am just dead then. Is this it? Did they play land? Yep, that's just it. All right. Cool. Begin sideboard. All righty. Wow. Okay, so I was correct on those. Let me take out another teachings. I think capsize is not where I want to be. Edict is still pretty nice. Do I just take out fumes for drowned sorrows? Doesn't really do anything about the pact altars, does it? I think I'll just go. Let's just do it. All right. We are still neck and neck as it comes to time. I think I will keep this. Turn 1 campfire / whatever. Gotta do a reverse rage quit? Crazy. Ooh, do I try now? No, I'm not gonna get fancy. Not gonna get fancy. Just gonna do this. Then turn 3, I have so much potential. Talisman's not on the board. It's not happening just yet. This could be okay. It is a relic. All right, I'm okay with relic for now. Everything else I'm not okay with. Relic is okay. Relic will soon be not okay. All right, depending on what they do this turn, Lore Revealed could be turned into an Aquifer, which would be pretty nice. Two, 3. I'll just keep it up. We don't have to play out Spellbomb immediately. Reverse rage quit is when you're on the cusp of rage quitting imminently, followed by you locking in. I guess. I mean, it is a possibility. Another coerced Skyfisher. First of all, how dare you? Second of all, how dare you? All right, they're getting their relic out. Innocent Blood's gonna be nice. I'll just play the Nihil Spellbomb now, just in case they get a Blood Fountain down. At least then I can, like, do the thing. Relic, I think, is okay still. I'd rather hit their Pactol Terrors and or Refurbished Familiars, to be quite honest. Cast, sure. Blood Fontaine. I think I'm okay. Again, they want to spend their mana getting back the Core Skyfishers. A-okay with me. Steel Sabotage. Okay. Getting all their land drops. Or Skyfishar. Okay. Relic? Yep. Alright, so they're probably going to replay Relic here and then what? Oh, nope, they're playing something different. They are dust to dusting. Do I shuffle back my graveyard? I don't think I do. I think I just gained 2 life. I'm A-okay with. Dust to dust me. Interesting. Okay. Maybe I do crack this now just to get some value. Okay. Value has been got. Still have to do something about the current Core Skyfisher on board. But we're at 29 life. Let's counter target artifact spell. The nerve. How dare they dust to dust my checks notes life gain cards. Trojan Relic. Sure. Keep dirtling, my friend. Keep dirtling. Glint Hauk. You may, in fact, glint the Hauk. I don't know why I didn't yield to the Core Skyfisher trigger before, but I will yield to that next time it occurs. Oh no! I am taking 2 down to 27. How dare. Recast the Cryogen Relic? Sure. Alright, what do we got here? Counterspell is great. Lauren Revealed, also great. Cannot be upset with that. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's cast Lauren Revealed. Oh wow, no land off of that. Tons of great cards though. Tons of great cards. We have a little bit of a buffer though. And we have annuls. So if they try to do something like refurbished and or Pactol Terror-y, we can annul that. Fanatical Offering, yes you may. I will get rid of you. I really don't want that. Get out of here. Now, if they're doing that, okay, another one, sure. Get rid of Counterspell. Bold move, getting rid of Counterspell. 40-second advantage on the clock to victory, right? Another Lauren revealed. Fascinating. Alright. Alright, I feel like I do need to cast down 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like I am going to cast down or Skyfisher. Let's do that now. Do I want a Lorien reveal already? 3. I don't know. It depends on what they play. I feel like if they go for Tactile Terror, they're going to Thraben Charm me? No. Blood Fountain. Okay. Fair. Very fair. And they got what? Both Refurbished Familiars? Yeah, both Refurbished Familiars. No. No. Kenku Artificer. Fascinating. Okay. Ooh. Fancy. You know, we're not going to yield through the turn. We're going to just yield to the next end step. All right. We got teachings. Fascinating. Let's see here. What do I want to do? I feel like I want a teachings something. All right, so we have Suffocating Fumes. We have Steel Sabotage. It's really interesting, though. All right. Okay. Blood token. We're okay with this. Nihil Spell Bomb. Yeah. Sure. If you want to do that, that's fine. Mystical Teaching. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is not looking great for the home team here. Let's see here. I like Suffocating Fumes. Beholden Multiverse might be better, but Suffocating Fumes seems good. At least gets rid of these guys. So I take 5 here, go to 5, plus whatever they're doing here. Mask of Law and Grace. That is a card. Navigator's Compass, whatever. Yeah, it's not looking great right now. Taking 5, but next turn we're taking 4. We're not 4. No, we're taking 2. Again, still not great. Okay. We are considerably greater now, which is good. Okay. Okay. All right, we've semi-stabilized. I would like to draw some actual action here. Their entire hand is probably just removal, right? Like, is it just anti-artifact stuff? Like, did they somehow think we were an artifact slash graveyard deck? Pactol Terror getting exiled, baby! Liking that. Another bulk. Alright, I would like to actually draw like a Hold the Multiverse. Or another Lorien Revealed. Refurbished Familiar, huh? No. Get rid of that. 1 Lorien Revealed, 2 Lorien Reveals, 3 Lorien Reveals. Nope, that's all of them. Those are all exiled. Not fun. Alright. Boop. Man, if only we had Ensnaring Bridge. I imagine they drew most of their land base. How many lands do they have here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? No. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow. That is actually the majority of their land base. 15 cards left. Cool. Very nice. Glad that you have cards in your graveyard to return back with Blood Fountain. That's really cool. Mill yourself, opponent. Do it. Please show me this player's exiled. There we go. We have 1, 2, 3 core Skyfishers. We have 1 Glinthawk. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 refurbished familiars. 1 Pactol Terror, I want to say. It is looking pretty stacked. There's a Pactol Terror. Not enjoying that. Okay. Thraben Charm. Okay. Need to make sure I sacrifice the Mystic, right? I don't think they play Mirror Enforcers. I think they play Packball Terrors instead. Interesting. Okay. They had a cast down, so they definitely had removal in hand. The fact that they brought in Mask of Law and Grace is so strange to me. They're very, very close. I cannot imagine that they don't win here. Okay. We just didn't get there, honestly. That's very unfortunate, and we just lose. Good game's opponent. Wow. That was hard fought. That honestly could have gone either way. I think we had a very good chance winning that game. It just did not go in our favor. Oh well. Them's the breaks. Them's the breaks. I should have probably filled up my water before going into this round. Let's see here. So we have mana into like almost absolutely nothing. Huh. Do I feel like this is going to be like mono red? I don't know what it's going to be. You know what? Let's try it. Yeah, I don't know. Let's do that. Get out the Nihil Spellbomb. They may think we're like Affinity or something. Forest. Ooh, elves. Oh, wait, no. Not elves. This is probably Gruul Monsters. This is going to be a little tough. Ooh. Malevolent Rumble. All right. Let's see here. No whammies, no whammies. Ram through Chrysalis. All right, well, they can't pick that. They can't pick that. They get a Forest or a Chrysalis. Remember that carpool I wanted to make the game out of the core sets? Yes. Yes, I do. Ooh, they took the Forest. Fascinating. Let's just drown in sorrow. Bog. I don't think we need to worry about Bog. Alright, there's that Forest. Go ahead and do that. We'll Dimir Aqueduct, back our swamp. See what we got going on here. Oh, 1-2, huh? Oh, 1-2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I hold on to Troll? I think I do for now. I sense they're going to like try to hit 5-drop Avenging Hunter. Like, that's what my spidey sense is telling me. Let's see, for a few years, I've really started to appreciate old school Magic and pre-fire sets. So what if, in addition to core sets, we had all the sets in between Invasion and Odyssey? I don't know. I mean, if you like it, that seems like a good idea to me. I'm still kind of fascinated by just the sort of like, I don't know. Watch it, who's it, by the core set sort of thing. Let's see. Do I want a counter spell, or do I want a cast down? Do I care? I feel like lose focus is a nice one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's island cycle. We'll get an actual island. That way we have up a number of stuff here. What on earth could our opponent have in their hand? 1, 2, 3. Three, 4, 5, 6, huh? So the game could, like, hey, you want to play Odyssey block tournament? Here you go. Now, I mean, that is a possibility. Okay, now I can see where you're going. That way there's like little subsections of stuff you can do. Yeah. I get you. Pretty neat. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boarding party. Okay. What did you hit? You hit an Eldrazi repurposer. Man, it's so nice having double negative at common. That is so wild. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, two, three. Nice. Onslaught, Scourge, Mercani Masks, Nemesis, Prophecy are some sets I'm still mulling over. Yeah, Onslaught's nice. Scourge, okay, except for Storm. Masks, Nemesis, Prophecy, you gotta start worrying about freaking Rebels. Getting fumes, always fun. Let's get in there. Beep beep. We shall pass turn. Wild growth, short. 7 mana. Annoyed Altasaur. With a Nyxborn Hydra. Are they? They're actually casting that. Okay. Let's Teachings. One, two, three, huh? An 0-1 I have no issues with. I forget that we both lose focuses before. So that is a thing. McKinney Mask has too many cards I don't like. Just import. Yeah, Nemesis has the Parallax cards. It also just has like Daze and stuff like that. Like Daze is kind of an absolute beating. Daze and Gush being legal in your format is hard. It's just kind of terrible for everybody. Sure. All right, so we got 2 3/3s. I think I've got enough to double Evankar's Justice, if not, like, almost. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, because that's 7 mana. Darn. Alright, they attack for 6. That's kind of cool, I guess. Ram through. Fair. Okay. Well, let's play a Pristine Talisman. We'll play a Campfire. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see here. So they attack me for 9, right? That's what they have on board. Innocent Blood really doesn't do much for me. Evankar's Justice has to get cast twice here. So I need 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm very close. I'm very close to casting Evankar's Justice twice. See, I know this is a stupid thing to say, especially for digital format, but I don't like the Onslaught has actually good fetch lands and Chain of Vapor. Okay, Chain of Vapor, that's fair. Fetch lands? How dare you? Annoyed Altasaur, huh? Okay, sure. Yikes. Okay. Jewel Thief. Okay. All right. I was thinking of putting these back in there, but do I feel like my odds of drawing a land are better now if I don't do this, or worse? Because if I draw 1/2 of these cards, I'm happy. Everything else is garbage. I think I'm okay taking 9 and gaining 2 life. What do I draw? Bog. Tapped land. Of course. Oh, that is awful. What do I do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So close. I can Evankar's Justice, but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't actually wrath the board. I can gain 3 life, but I'm taking 6, 12, 15, 18. Like, that's not doing anything for me. I think this is a concede. That's unfortunate. Dang. Man, that's kind of rough. All right. Am I worried about annuls? Annuls? Boarding Party's pretty good. Writhing Chrysalis doesn't get hit by Hydroblast. I like the idea of maybe getting in the sweepers for like their X3s. That feels really nice. Man, they're in it. I think these do come out because there's so many Eldrazi spawn. This feels terrible. Do I just bring in 4 Hydroblast to counter like the Cascade dude? Is that what I'm worried about? Oh god. All right, what are you currently playing? It's not Jund Wildfire. Where are you? Where are you? I don't have much time. That's Gruul Ponza, Gruul Ramp. Here we go. So they're playing 4 Boarding Party, potentially up to 4 Writhing Chrysalis. All sorts of green stuff. 3 Nyxborn Hydra, a bunch of those. So annuls seem fair. How much? Remembering Sticks also feel fair. Maybe Evankar's Justice is not good enough. And do I want anything else here? Now Spell Bomb is just whatever. I'll throw in like 2 Hydros. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Wow, opening hand, Dimir Aqueduct? No. There we go. This is why, like, I kind of cringe at decks that play three of the Karoo lands. I'd really rather just not. But at the same point, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. I'm going to mulligan 1 more. Okay, we'll keep this. Ooh, this is really interesting. What do I do here? Well, I obviously want to keep all my lands. Do I get rid of the Drown in Sorrow? Ooh. I think I get rid of the Drown in Sorrow. I get rid of Devious Cover-Up or Behold Multiverse. I can cast that. I can cast that. Wow, I think the call is to get rid of Behold the Multiverse. Is that wild? Is that what we're doing? Okay, we're doing it. So we can both agree that Mercadian Mask's Nemesis would make the card pool worse. Absolutely. I think that is, without a doubt, a fair assessment. All right, so good news. If I don't see anything that needs to be like lose focused, I can just deduce. but we'll see what happens here. The Jewel Thief. All right. Darn. All right, I feel like I am just going to use the mana for the deduce now. Just go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we've got an amount of stuff here. Please read your previous comment. Yeah. Is there anything super egregious in Prophecy? Foils, recounter spell. Prophecy, I wouldn't say so. Honestly, I think Prophecy is relatively fine. It is on the list of being one of the worst Magic sets ever printed. So, make it that way, you will. Does have some fun cards, I will say, like the avatars are pretty nice. Chose Jewel Thief. Nice. So it doesn't, with the exception of like foil, which is like whatever, like that's a 3-for-1 almost. There's nothing really terrible there, I don't think. Yeah, it is a 3-for-1. Okay. Yeah, Prophecy is fine. There we are, somehow 6 minutes down on clock, which is not something I was particularly happy with, but here we are. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially 6 here. They could go into boarding party. All right, they generous ent for a land. Probably red. No, going for the forest. Cool. Attack for 3, sure. One, 2, 3, 4. Avenging Hunter. No. All right, let's see what we got. Avenging Hunter would have been absolutely horrendous for us. We know one of their cards. Thanks for the feedback, by the way. I was going to bathroom for us. Ah, it's all good. Appreciate that I could have added my 2 cents. Which in today's inflation is about $4. The Jewel Thief. Let's deduce. Sure. I don't like the fact that I don't really have anything that I can do about this right now, and the fact that I'm also just not drawing black sources. I really, really want to get a Murmuring Mystic online here. I feel like ever since the Eternal Weekend, the Paupergeddon, people are playing a lot more ram-throughs now, which is good for the deck, don't get me wrong, but bad for me. Writhing Chrysalis. What am I more upset about? Oh. Do I get rid of Writhing Chrysalis or do I get rid of the boarding party. Oof. That's mystical teachings. Oh gosh. All right, Hydroblast is a potential. Counterspell's not. I think the answer here is Hydroblast. We'll just do that for the boarding party. Cast counter target spell if it is red. Oops, sorry. Hit my mic there. Yield. That's awful. At least I'm not taking freaking 6 damage or whatever right now. 6 more damage. Now in regard to the Legions, Scourge Onslaught. Scourge is a Timmy set. Yeah. Ban the storm spells. Yeah. Legions is fine as well. Onslaught. Honestly, I don't think it's much of an issue. If you're doing core sets and you're not putting in shocklands or like dual type lands, you should be okay. All right, Drown in Sorrow is a card, which I can't cast. Oh my gosh. I don't think I can win that. That's unfortunate. That was not great. Darn. All right, last round with blue-black Dirtle. Can we get there? Is it possible? I'm hoping to go 2-3. Like, if we can go up against something, I would probably like going up against red, honestly. Ooh, red Gruul Monsters was really crazy. I mean, alpha is part of the core sets, funnily. Oh, you're also doing like alpha? I thought you were going from like 4th edition or something onward. If that's the case, I don't know. I don't know about that, Chief. We might have to do something extreme like they did with what was it? Pioneer, Alchemy, whatever the hell it's called. Historic. Where they're just like, yeah, we'll just ban all the fetches and the shocks. What could possibly go wrong? Absolutely nothing. That's what. Not at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Are we going to get an opponent? That would be great if we could get an opponent. Hey, we got an opponent. Oh. Lost the die roll again. Bar Fortissimo, our opponent. Let's see. I feel like there is much more of an art to mulliganing this deck, which I haven't quite fully grasped yet, but I mean, like, hey, that's the point of playing the deck, right? I can just ban the dual lands from the main format and allow them in a more powerful format. That game's version of Legacy, you know. True. I'm trying to remember. Brainstorm, was that in a core set? Or was that just Mercadian Masks? Like Ice Age Mercadian Masks, that sort of stuff. Ho hum. This I don't think is keepable. If I had like a Lorien Revealed or a Troll, maybe. This is more keepable. We'll get rid of Capsize. Planes. No. Oh, that kind of sucks. All right. Now, I'm going to have to lure and reveal for the tap land. Hopefully we don't get Raffle stomped. It is possible that we do. Go ahead, grab our contaminated aquifer. All right. Brainstorm, Preordain, and Ponder are all in the corner sets. Okay, so Brainstorm is interesting. Trying to remember which one it was. Which one was it in? Oh, it's in 5th edition. Oh, I see. Yeah, Preordain and Ponder, not terrible. Brainstorm's the only one that is like, oh, you have fetch lands? Time to be Legacy Light. Not really, but you know, that's the mentality some people have. Interesting. Okay. Tagging with a 5/9, kind of awful for me. Doesn't seem to have a follow-up play. Really good for me. Get rid of that crap. Turn 3, no land. That is awful. Now they hit a land drop. Now they play the 2-drop Spider-Man. No, they just go with another Trailblazer. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. Yes, sirree. This is the card of all time. Is this going to attack with an 0-4? No? Okay, cool. Okay, so legitimate question. Do I cycle this now or do I hold it up for something like Sentinel's Eyes? I think I cycle it now because I just want to hit lands. I just want to hit lands. Alright, solid footing. That's fine. Yeah, yeah, okay. Do I try to get Contaminated Aquifer again? I think I just get an untapped island. All right. And then, yeah, I think I do cast down this thing while they are tapped out. We were getting squeezed. Our opponent is actually just dying over there. They may just concede. Let's see here. All right, so we have deduce. We don't quite have teachings yet or devious cover up. That's fine. We will get there eventually. Ooh, there's the double. Wow, mismatch lands? How dare you, sir? Wonder Weave. Do I care? I think I care immensely. Mana Tithe. All right. Very nice. Let's do it. All right, so we can keep up Counterspell. Oh, nope, they're just done. Okay. Annuls are good. Those are not really necessary. Those are not really necessary. Infinite blockers is pretty cool. I like infinite blockers. Capsize, oddly enough, pretty good. Let's get rid of those. Edicts are phenomenal. Evankar's Justice, I think, is gone. I'm hesitant here, but I feel like Campfire might be... Is that a Campfire or Pristine Talisman? Maybe just Campfire. I can cut one down because it's really not helping me with anything, right? Yeah, I think I'm not... I think I don't want one Campfire. Is there anything here that I'd rather have in? This does nothing, this does nothing, this does nothing. I think I just trimmed the Campfire. Okay. Oh, hi there, Toucan. Good to see you. Sorry I missed you. Let's see here. My main goal with this card pool was to create an enjoyable experience playing the story mode, and like I said, I can just make a legacy format where you can play with Moxes and dual lands. Oh no, am I wrong for thinking that? I don't think you are. Depending, because yeah, that's right, you wanted to do this as part of like a sort of like Chandelar-esque game sort of thing, for lack of a better reference, I guess. I think that works. Honestly, like, I don't think that is out of the realm of doing that, because you can just say when they can and cannot play certain sets within the story mode. Like, you can unlock more, like, older cards, more powerful sets or whatever, as they progress and gain more experience or whatever the mechanic is. So I don't think that's too bad. I think this is a keep. Honestly, I think it's a keep. All right, we got a Trailblazer. Big question is whether or not I contaminated Aquifer this turn. I think I island so I can annul. I think that was the correct call. Yeah, Mask of Law and Grace was not going to be good for me. If they have a second one, I mean, okay. Oh, nope, just another Trailblazer. That is fine. All right, another annul is fine. Kind of biting my nails here, hoping we can cast down one of these things before a protection spell, like an Emerge Unscathed or whatever is online. Or a second mask. Sentinel's Eyes. Am I okay with that? Am I okay with Sentinel's Eyes? Well, I can't. I don't think I can do anything about that. Let's annul. It's probably a mistake, honestly. But we'll see. Because I'm sensing Apostle's Blessing, Emerge Unscathed up here. Let's see. I also think the card pool will work for online competitive. Like I said, I can just split the broken cards into higher power formats. Exactly. Another Sentinel's Eyes. Interesting. Okay. Let's just cast down, get that emerged unscathed. Yep. Out of their hand. Island cycle. Do I need double black right now? I don't think I do. It might be good to get it just in case, honestly. Just so I can double it up. Yeah, let's do that. All right. All right, let's get rid of that. I think I'm okay with this because Emerge Unscathed comes in, it targets it. They get one Sentinel's Eye out of there. Getting rid of the Mask and the Laguna Band Trailblazer, I want to say. Or they could get rid of the Emerge Unscathed, actually, yeah. They'll do that. Boom, boom. Crow and Skyguard. Fascinating. Okay. Murmuring Mystic. Not a bad draw. All right, one last question. All right. Let's see. Give advance all insight, no problem. Should I add core sets 2019 through 2021 and foundations? They fall into fire design a little too much for my taste. I would say no. Personally, I don't think they particularly add anything that sort of like the literal core of Magic hasn't already provided. Like there's some spicy individual cards or whatever, but like, eh. Right, Benevolent Blessing. All right, so this is probably gonna be pro blue. Or is it gonna be pro black? Pro black. All right, fair. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, what can I get for 1 mana? Is there anything that I can get for 1 mana that really does anything right now? A null? No, I've already done a null. Oh, what did I do? What do I do? I feel like I behold the multiverse right now. Let's do that. I do like Behold the Multiverse. I do like Troll. Troll getting me a land is also pretty decent. It doesn't get me anything else, though. I do like that. Get rid of that. Ooh, Innocent Blood's nice. Alright, so they have 2 Sentinel's Eyes, and they have enough cards in their graveyard to cast both. Which sucks, but I also have blockers. Another Benevolent Blessing. That one's going to be blue. We may have issues. Let's see here. We'll set a stop on my turn. What can I get here? Diabolic Edict. Beautiful. Oh my god, they scooped. Nice. Oh yeah, we got that 2-3 finish. Ha ha. Nice. What would we have drawn? Oh no, we drew the island. Excellent. Did it. Ha ha. Sweet. So this was blue-black Dirtle. Let's see. Oh yes, I punished overall cards. Power 9 without a second thought. No cards. People. I get it. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening. No problem. No problem. No problem. So yeah, we went 2-3 with blue-black Dirtle. Honestly, pretty sweet. Not gonna lie. I feel like I am going to. Oops, I spelled that wrong. That is not going to give me Crypt Incursion. I want to put one of those in the sideboard here, because I feel like that is a pretty decent card. Something else. Like, I get Evankar's Justice, I really do, but should this just be like Extract a Confession? Like, should it? I don't know. But I do like the Crypt Incursion idea. Sometimes that is just really, really good. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, that was blue-black Dirtle. The original list was a 5-0 list from a recent tourney by _noob_. So shout out to them for getting a 5-0 with this. Super fun and engaging. Congrats for the 2-3. I'll take it. I got half my play points back. Yeah, 50 play points. It takes 100 play points to play a league, 50 back. I'll take it. All right, so we are going to go into the 2-mans here with some more slimes. I think this is the second one, right? No, we'll do the first one. Yeah, we'll do the first one here because we wanted to test this out a little bit more. So we're gonna, when we come back, we're going to do some 2-mans with Slimes Against Humanity here. Yeah, I can't tutor for it, but it also is just like that Gruul Monsters matchup felt rough. I think in particular Writhing Chrysalis feels rough. But the amount of X3s that they have, Jewel Thief, Eldrazi Repurposer, it's really hard to wipe 3 toughness things. They just happen to have a critical mass of those. So I'm not sure if that is just a, you got to prioritize, I don't know, making sure they don't get onto 3s. I don't know. This league took 3 hours. Yeah. I'm surprised it actually didn't take longer. But yeah, I'm going to go and grab a quick water here. So make sure you guys hydrate as well. When we come back, we are going to be sliming it up in the 2-mans, testing this out a little bit more. Basically, I want to see how Otherworldly Gaze works here. I like the pieces of the puzzle. I want to see if this does more for us. Or if something, or if it needs like needs a 3rd or a 4th copy in here as opposed to something else. Malevolent Rumble is a little bit rough, but I mean it gets more of these in the yard, so it's kind of weird. Like, we want to hit our land drops, but yeah, whatever. More testing. Anyway, BRB guys. Boop. Back. Oh, what's this? Seriously, thank you for all your advice you've given me in regards to what sets to add. You really smoothing things out. No, no problem. Glad to help. At the end of the day, it is your project, your format. So, I mean, go with what your gut tells you. But it's nice to get a sanity check every once in a while. All right, let's go to the two-mans here. Let's play some slimes. All right, let's change deck. Oh, that's best of one. I don't want best of one. I want best of three. Slimes 2? No, Slimes 1. Okay, and we'll go here. Ah. Yeah. Let's see. Also part of the reason why I also in the pool, besides it being most economic, I'll be able to draft it. There's no good alpha draft sim out there. True. I mean, you can always trim like the actual garbage out of alpha too, like pure lace, death lace, whatever. So that it's not like a burden in the card pool. But yeah, I think keeping that in there and just being able to go like, ooh, cool, like, I don't know. Ooh, hello. Yeah. Let's stop here. All right. Must I still have that on from the last match? Okay. But yeah, like that way it gets still play stuff. Reason why I want to put off on. Okay, okay. Darn autocorrect. How dare you? Don't you autocorrect me. Silly Billy. Loran revealed. Okay. Island. We will get that. Da. All right. So interestingly enough, opponent still doesn't know what we're doing, aside from potentially being some sort of mill/dredge strategy. Pieces of the puzzle is probably confusing them. Boop. All right, they probably play this island. They do. I really like this island artwork, all things considered. Like, that's just like a cool little building, quote unquote, on Mirrodin / New Phyrexia. Let's get in there. See if opponent wants to counter this. They don't. Rebel Belt Maverick. Now they wanna. Ooh, okay. Wow, fairies. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, okay. Fascinating. Two black fairies with Lorien reveal. You know, I want to tweak is how packs are structured. Yeah. Just like cut out the stupid basics part. I mean, you can also like do a faux sort of like mythic / rare split in them for like power 9 / power, I don't know, 11 or whatever. Put like some of the other Insano stuff in there, like Mind Twist or whatever. It's up to you. All right, so all 3 pieces of the puzzle are in the graveyard. That is abysmal. I know, right? 5 basic lands from the packs they're supposed to get. Yeah, kind of thought they'd have another Spellstar Sprite. That's rough. I could have Rubble Belt, Maverick, on the Wayfinder. I might do that next turn, but this is only as a sorcery, right? Where are you? Only as a sorcery, yeah. Alright, is land. Yes, it is. I'm gonna keep doing this, opponent. Yeah, it's kind of like the early Pokemon packs too. Like in base set, I think in base set 2 as well. Oh, opponent, that doesn't do what you want it to do. It was like, what, 3 basic energies or something like that per deck or per pack? It was something like absurd. Not nearly as bad as like Alpha Beta Unlimited, but still just kind of like god awful. If I draw one more untapped land, like, I can start going ham here. All right. Boop. I mean, they probably have a snap for the ooze. Cast down. Wow. Okay. That's a card. Yeah, you can have like 1 in 5 packs have a rare, and 1 in 10 packs have a power 9 piece instead of a rare. Exactly. Because that's kinda-ish. They did it differently with the vintage masters on Moto. I forget what their thing was. They just essentially made like a super mythic. That was for the power 9. Wow, I actually just do want another land deck. Because then I could play 2 of these a turn. That would be fan-friggin-tastic. Thorn of the Black Rose? Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, thanks. I'm so glad you got to do that now. That is lovely. So nice. They are still going to be able to come in and hit me for 4. I go to 2. I'm kind of surprised they did not attack with the Thorn. It would have forced me to block with one of these things. They have to have a removal spell. Like, that's just like something they should have. Wow. Somehow, some way, we got there. I'm not terribly upset with this. Hello? Music? Thank you. I'm back. Imagine getting natural selection as your rare, right? Good lord. Scattershot Archer is pretty decent. I think I just take out 3 slimes, honestly. Either that or like one of the pieces of puzzle. Do a moment's piece. Own space is nice. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. Ooh, interesting. This could be really good or terrible. I think we will keep. Very serious. Oh, what's this? Also want to add a custom match mode to mess around with. Friends. Hello. Thank you. You want to play with like 30 like losses, 29. Who might stop it? Yeah, you can do like a free form. Shouldn't be anything stopping you from doing like a free form mode. That's Rebel Belt Maverick. Ooh. Let's do that. Put island on top. I'd rather draw Island. That way I have my untapped sources and still both colors. Can't block. I guess they're just not doing ninjas. I guess. I fully expect the usual. They don't. Okay. I'll take the Thornwood Falls. Otherworldly Gaze. Pretty interesting. Let's get in there for one. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I feel like on my upkeep, I want to set a stop. That way I can otherworldly gaze flashback. Just sandbox mode? Yeah. Under? Okay. Alright, let's flashback otherworldly gaze. If they time walk me here with a Spellstar Sprite, so be it. Dispel, sure. Gain one. Attack with our two duders. Also, Ceylon, congrats for that last win. Those phase didn't stand a chance against your slime, right? I was still under the impression that they would have had like a cast down or something at that point. Let's get in. All right, 1, 2, 3. Let's give him a juicy target here. Okay. I think I can go one more turn. I'm not going to run this out into Spellstar Sprite. I want Spell Stutter to not be an issue. There's a way to gain life using your slime's power. Good question. I don't know. Not without having, like, you know, white lifelink or whatever. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Malevolent. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Malevolent Rumble. Interesting. Okay. That's very interesting. Do they just not have it then? Well, let's see if they're just very disciplined. Or they just don't have it. They are very disciplined. Kudos to our opponent. Very disciplined. Oopsie, one exiled. Ah, yes, the flashback spell. All right, they're going to bog me. Again, that's not nearly as bad as it otherwise would be. Let's gain a life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get in there. Oh, they're just done. Okay. Cool. Let's play another slime. Let's do it. Let's see. Let me go to Scryfall real quick. Gain life equal to power. Legal in Pauper. There is Predator's Rapport from Gatecrash, an admittedly terrible card. 3 mana, 2 and a green. For an instant, choose target creature you control. You gain life equal to that creature's power plus its toughness. That is kind of awful. Let's see here. Soul's Grace. Yeah, something about that's not that great. Let me try toughness. I feel like there's some Abzan cards that are like that. Let's see here. This is a decent keep. Not the greatest thing in the world, but possibly. All right, let's see here. There's sacrifice the thing, gain life equal to that creature's toughness. Exile's a common. Oh, is in Vintage Masters is a common. Wow. Regenerate target creature, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. That's a Lorwyn card. Okay. Sorry, their opponent didn't mean to be AFK. 4 mana to do that, though. Ugh. Chula Kazad Doom. Yeah, you gain life when the card actually... when you cast it, not when it regenerates. Okay. Oh, here we go. 2 mana. Sheltering Word. From Avacyn Restore. Target creature control gains hexproof until end of turn. You gain life equal to that creature's toughness. That is moderately better than pretty much anything else. I like that, and I like that. See, it turns out Fae can't do much when you have more threats than counterspells. I mean, yeah. They also blocked a little bit earlier than I would have thought they would. They were at 13. They decided to block 3 damage coming in. I don't agree with that, but you do you, man. You do you. Whoop. All right, all that goes down there. Have fun. So we have Deep Analysis in the grave. We're up against blue-black something. Maybe blue-black, the deck we just played. Possibly. Ooh, blue-black discard. Okay, so I think this is similar to one that Strata Games recently played. Marsh Flats, dude. Ooh, Drake familiar. Fascinating. Okay. Let's see here. Well, let's attack in. We don't have a Hunter's Insight like card in Pauper. I don't think so. I want to say I don't think so. Let's take a look. Page. Draw cards. Doesn't look like it. I could also just be like, prefer best. What is prefer best? Oh, wait. Dum, 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 dum. Another hopeless nightmare. Sure. How dare you? Snake Umbra. Yeah, it's basically curiosity effects. Like Ophidian Eye, Snake Umbra, that sort of thing. I don't remember if Curiosity is actually Pauper legal or not. Let's see here. What do I like? I like Thornwood Falls. No. Do I not want that? Do you like Deep Analysis? I will take that. Play that. And then I will play Rebel Belt. Tutor. Don't think I want any of those. They are reality aciding my ooze, and I am upset about that. How dare you, sir? They're probably going to make me discard this. Oh boy, Darksteel Citadel. I think I know what's happening here. This is probably like Kenku Artificer. So I don't think in Soul Artifact is that. Curiosity itself is not Pauper legal. Okay, so that means that Keen Sense is also, or yeah, Keen Sense is also not, I think. Fade Away. Wow. For each creature its controller sacrifices a permanent of their choice. Unless they pay 1. Dang. Let's do that. That is really brutal. All right, I gotta sacrifice 3 permanents. 1, 2, 3. Like, okay. Interesting. Sort of a Pendril Veil type effect. Not expecting that. Wow, Fade Away. Do I even have Fade Away? Fade Away. I try to collect those, like, oddball cards when I see them. No, I don't. All right, putting that on the list. Putting that on the list. Go ahead and do that. Get in there for 1. This is still game 1, right? This is game 1? Yeah, this is game 1. Wow. What is Blue doing sacrificing stuff? I don't know, man. I don't know. I have so many questions. Fade Away. Whoa! Hey there, buddy. We got Parallax. This is the one you were afraid of, right? Holy moly. That is crazy, dude. Wow. Look at that. What are we doing? What are we doing? That is wild, man. That is wild. Let's see. What can we do here? We have a deep analysis. We have a rubble belt. I think we're doing that. Okay. All right. Able to... No, I played a forest for the turn. Interesting. Okay, so I might have misplayed that. Let's see here. Let's get in with that. Good choice, good choice. What a wild game this is right now. All right, let's deep analysis us and see what happens. All right, we have a ram through and a slime. We have a piece. Scry 2, okay. I mean, granted, they are looking for stuff here. But one on top, one on the bottom, okay. Hopeless Nightmares. Each opponent loses, discards a card and loses 2 life, okay. Get rid of that, I think. That's decent. Let's see here. All right, let's attack for 2. And then, oops. We'll play slime. See what happens now. That's what it's like playing against Parallax side. It is a Parallax card. We are playing against Parallax. All right. And just for people that don't know exactly what fading does, fading sticks around even after the counter is removed, so it goes 1 extra turn. It checks to see if it doesn't have a counter. Like if you can't remove the counter, then it gets sacrificed. Wow. I am not sure what to do here, honestly. What do we do? They are playing Hopeless Nightmare, Parallax Dementia, Reality Acid. What even are we doing? I don't know. I think we're just gonna go in and see what their sideboard strat is. Because I really can't figure out what we should do, if anything. Well, enjoying the league with this deck. It seems super strong. Thanks for coming in, MTG Leon. If I had more points, I might, but we're still in the testing phases. Oh yeah, we're mulliganing this. Oof, this might be yet another mulligan. I want like 2 lands. All right, we got 2 lands. We can probably get rid of all Rumble. Also, we can also probably get rid of all Forest. So yeah, this was a deck that we built last week. And this week we are just kind of dirling about with it, seeing what we can do. So far, I don't think we've really come up against any meta sort of decks. We went up against Dimir Fairies, which was interesting. Want to play against me for a bit more of a challenge? I mean, sure. Not a problem. As long as you don't stream snipe, we're good. I'm just like creating rooms in the 2-mans here, in the Pauper 2-mans. So if you want to hop in after this match here, just look for me on there, Slime MTG, and we can play. Kiba Reckoner Raid. Interesting. Okay. So I can see why this is like they'd want to blink that. Just pinging, draining. Hopeless nightmares, yeah. Let's get rid of... No. Get rid of one slime. All right, let's see Satyr Wayfinder. Can we hit the land? We do. Huzzah. All right, we'll play that. I think we're just grabbing a forest here. Cycling another troll. Okay. All right, they're letting that go. Vehicles you control have menace. It has menace. Cool. Also, Leon, appreciate you stopping on by. I saw you over at Strata Games stream earlier today, so hopefully they had a good run. I was not able to catch them though. So, other than just the first few minutes. Okay. All right. Sacrifice this. Grab a Frost. There we go. What do I want to do here? Do I want to slime or do I want to like 1-2 here? Let's roll out Maverick first, I guess. Slime can go on the bottom. Keep that on top. Let's rumble. Get the forest. Pretty nice. We'll just pass here. On stream Snipe Promise. We'll send you a challenge after this match. Try to lost a lost day. Oh no! So sorry to hear that. I do like trying to catch other Pauper creators when I can, which is not likely because of my horrendous work schedule. But I saw him streaming just a little bit before I started stream myself today. So I had popped on by. I saw he was on the Jund Wildfires with the Colossus, the Fungal Colossus, which was cool. Ah, there we go. Okay. Carrying a few. Imagine that interaction in the exile lands with 2 cards. Okay, discard a card. Okay. Let's see here. Wizards later on made vanishing, which sacks the permanent. Yep, vanishing was the updated fading, which was a little bit more intuitive. In times where block, permanent, remove last counter. Yeah. And then they made Hexproof because Shroud was ridiculous. Shroud was also just like not the most fun thing. Can't write unless I'm using highlight. Oh my god. What? How did you do that? I don't understand. Wow. Fogged on Twitch. That's the first time I've heard of that happening. Sorry to hear that. All right. But bum 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 bum. Also started streaming a few days ago. Congratulations. Left some clips on your channel. Okay, cool. Always nice to see some more creators in this space. I'm by no means a pro player. I've done my grind many years ago, doing FNMs and stuff like that. I was not on the Pro Tour or the Star City circuit or anything like that, but I have gone up against some pretty decent players, and I learned how to lose in style. So it was like some of my best accomplishments is losing to Reed Duke during like FNM Modern. Let's see. Problem with Shroud was that a lot of people used to read it like it was hexproof, caused a lot of intentional cheating. Yeah, because they were just like, what do you mean I can't target my own thing? And like, no, that's like the actual downside. Actually, yeah, fair question from Nagato. When did you get into Magic, Leon? I myself got into Magic. I started playing in Eventide. That's when I was introduced to the game. But I really started playing with Shards of Alara, which was my first real set that I like bought boosters for myself to try and play and make decks with. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. Do that. That's fine. Do that too. Cool. Nice. All right, we'll get in there for 8. I don't know if you've got nearly enough channel points to reply again. If not, I will turn on the chat when we do get paired together here in the 2-mans. I normally have it off just because I don't want salty people accidentally like putting nasty stuff up on screen while I'm streaming. Win Zendikon. There we go. That's what the Darksteel Citadel's for. Okay. Fascinating. Okay. Interesting. Right, otherworldly gaze. That's interesting. I don't know if that's going to help me or not. Flying 2/2 indestructible. Maverick. So they block here. They take 6. 1, 2, 3. Let's go in with you. What do you mean I can't choose what creature the opponent sacrifices with Chainer's Edict, right? That is still like, that is a rules text update that just, I don't understand. Oh, wow. We missed. We actually missed. I don't know why they put it on like, of the opponent's choice. And I'm like, sacrifices a creature. I mean, I guess, but like they're trying to tweak the language of cards to allow for more words. Like they shorten phrases and stuff like that and truncate things. Like I don't understand why they would just add more, especially on sacrifice effects, which are already not the most plentiful thing in the game. Okay. Okay. I was kind of expecting like toxin analysis there. Nope. Okay. Cool. We got it. All right, dude. I am going to make my thing. Leon, if you're still there. If you're in the room. I'm making the custom thing right now. So go ahead and join in 3, 2, 1. There we go! We did it. Good job. You get a cookie. Where are you? There? Yeah. Hold on. Bap? Yes. Okay, good. Oh, whoa. All right, let me turn on chat real quick for you. Like I said, I normally have this off just so I can get rid of toxic people. All right, there we go. That should be there. Yeah, sorry I couldn't write any more to you in chat. Finish the points. All good. I will just reply back with voice here. For the sake of my chat. So, all right, we've got an interesting hand here. Is this worth? I think this is worth. We shall try it. Leon is asking if he can keep the voice on for the stream. I said that's okay. I'll keep it vague, so I'm not giving particularly any insightful things here. Love the choice of lands here. I wish I was able to get more of these. It was a crying shame that these were only in the collector boosters, these Dragon Eye lands. My spouse would absolutely love these for their dragon deck. But, I mean, Dems to breaks. Watsy got to make that money to keep the heat on, I guess. All right, let's see here. What do I want to do? All right, I'm going to do this. Play an Island and pass the turn. All right, double island. We are on the dreaded island tribal deck. Can you ask Leon? Oh, yeah. So yeah, we wanted to ask you, Leon, how long have you been playing Magic? When did you start playing? Delver of Secrets. Ooh, okay. Resolved. Since Edge of Eternities. Okay, very recent. Good set to start on, though. That set was absolutely baller. All right, EOT making an otherworldly gaze here. Let's see if it gets force spiked. No! Okay, we're good. All right, that goes away. We care about this. I don't think we care about that. I do want to keep that on top, though. All right. Cool. Let's see here. Let's conduit. Also pretty good. Put that in the graveyard. Nice, nice, nice. And just for jollies, we'll pass turn. Also, why is this happening to Leon on Twitch? Yeah, I've never heard of this this sort of like chat gag before. Because I certainly have not put a gag on anyone that wasn't a bot, mind you. Like bots that can get the GTFO. Alright, there goes the mental note. Flipping an island and a mental note. Cool. Alright, another Island. Alright, so I am suspecting Blue Terror. Playing the Insectile Aberration build. Very nice, very nice. $4 for that Dragon Island. I know, right? Alright, flash this back, see if it gets countered. No, it does not. I'm okay with this. We'll put that away. We'll put that away. Keep that on top. Alright. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, let's do this. Counter check. Are the unglued basics on MTGO? Yes. All of the unbasics are on Magic Online. Ooh, it resolves. Nice. Probably got a snap or something in hand, if I have to guess. So you can get the unglued, you can get the unhinged, unstable, unfinity, and the unsanctioned lands. Like, I myself have the unsanctioned lands. Didn't quite care for the unstable lands. I mean, it was great that they were the first, like, frameless lands. That was really cool. Alright, they're getting in for another 3, I assume. Yes, they are. I remember when everything came out, like the first, like, I'll call non-exclusive full arts came out in Zendikar. Everyone kind of lost their mind. Super, super good. That's why, like, most of my basic lands in paper are that Demon Inferior. Yup. That second from the top. Yeah, I want to draw that. I want to draw a 0 mana 4/4 with trample. Alright. Let's rumble. Nice. Let's see here. I think while shields are down, we will attempt this. See if this resolves. Ooh, it did. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Anything else I want to do here? I don't think so. Let's see. The unglued basics don't have a tick cost on Scryfall, and that usually means they aren't on Magic. Yes, because they're not. The set wasn't released. They were promos. Unglued lands Scryfall. I want to say. Oy, I can't. This is going to be like forever ago. I'm not going to scroll through this just yet. All right, Cryptic Serpent resolves. All right, so that one's unglued. attack me for 3 again. I gotta do something about this bug. If there's actual unhinged, didn't they add these to Moto? I don't even remember. Oof, that's not exactly good. All right. All right, pass turn. Let's see, where are you? Scryfall should have them. I just can't exactly. Oh, well, I punted that. I meant to click something else. My bad. Let's go to sideboard. All right. What do I like? What happened? Yeah, I accidentally clicked on the spawn. And like it went through it because I was F6'd. I was just like, no. I was a derp. I shouldn't have been a derp, but I was a derp. Right, Magic Online promos. Okay. God, there's so many of them. Well, that's interesting. Maybe the unglued lands aren't on there. I don't know. Huh. All right. Well, this is kind of bupkis. Let's do that. Do that. All right. Let's try this. Potentially, I want to say they weren't the original blings. Guru lands. The Guru lands were definitely the original bling. Oh, that hand is atrocious. This hand is mildly less atrocious. Come on, card preview. Where are you at? Get over here. There we go. Staring down the barrel of a dragon's eye. All right, let's get conduit. We must assemble more pylons. All right. Spell Pierce. Nope, Lauren Reveal. Okay. Nice. Oh, why? Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so I guess the unglued basics, unless I scrolled through them, which is very possible, are probably something else. Maybe they're like from treasure chests or something. All right. Bum, ba, dum, ba, bum, 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 bum. Let's do this. Do we get a Juan Juan? We do get a Juan Juan. Very nice, very nice. Ooh. Gut shot! Alright. How dare you? That goes in the graveyard. Obviously that can go in the graveyard too. And that can go away. Alright. That's decent. Alright. Sending a message. Mental note. Got it. Bloodskouer and Island goes to the grave. Island. Yes, it is. Honestly, the Dragon Shadowlands, also from the Tarkir Dragonstorm, are pretty sweet. They're not as like dynamic, like as like really intense as the eye ones, but they're just as cool. Cryptic Serpent. No. Okay. All right. Well, let's get this down. Honestly, we'll just do this too. Now I'm actually like interested. What is going on here? Deem inferior. How dare you? Put it on the bottom. I'm assuming that it's like one of the more expensive ones. Really? Oh, okay. Never. Attack for 6. Yeah, I will declare blockers. Get run over, my dude. All right. All right, I am going to do this. Otherworldly gaze. Let's get some value here, shall we? Well, apparently not the best value. Yeah, because they have the Guru lands on Moto as retro promotional. Same with those. Okay. Doop. Don't do it. Yay! Oh my god, that's too many terrors. Stop. Sleep of the dead. How dare you? All right. This island was an unset promo MTG, but I can't remember from which it was. It's just like online promo. I feel like that's what they were doing, I think, before like the player reward packs, not before treasure chests, but like before player reward packs. I think they were just giving those out as like prizes for like certain things they were doing. I don't remember because that was way earlier in Moto's lifetime than I started playing on the client. Another terror. How dare you? Stop it. You're not allowed. If you play a fourth one, I will be upset. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, I did it. How dare you? How dare you? Honestly, I think I'm okay with both of those up there. I'm gonna just pass turn. Don't mind me. So from what I can gather, the magic, lol. Unhinged, unstable, unsanctioned, all but not unglued. That is interesting. I swear I've seen pictures of them in the database. Maybe they're only there for like certain cube drafts. That's very weird. I could have sworn I've seen them on there. Well, I am absolutely going to stop there for a moment. I'm probably going to stop there for a moment. Don't do it. Hey, it didn't do it. No, he's doing it. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I might be confusing them, quite honestly. Now, what am I talking about? They just have Sleep of the Dead, so then they tap one and that. Oh, they had the other envelop. Okay. That is a concession. Okay. Tolarian Terror. Good games, Leon. Appreciate it. Yeah. Hope you had a good time there. Oops. I'll rejigger the chat back in a moment here. But yeah, I'm actually going to call it there for the day. I do appreciate you stopping by, Leon, Toucan, Nagato. Appreciate seeing y'all and all those lurkers as well. So, we had a very long stream today, but it was pretty good. Thank you for the games. Had lots of fun. Good. Yeah, me too. I would have had more fun if I didn't punt that one game by getting rid of my one blocker, but I had a feeling I was losing that anyway. But, yeah, I mean, hey, that's what testing's about, right? Figuring out where the weak spots are. And, Tolarian Terror is one of them. I feel like throwing in another ram through somewhere is probably a good call. But it is just like you have to have bigger monsters than the big monster deck. Yeah. But anyway, we had a lot of fun, playing, Dimir Dirtle Control. Boop. Bring this back up for a quick second here. So this was the deck we played earlier. Whole bunch of goodness here, piloted by, underscore noob underscore. I didn't side in the spell bomb. It didn't seem necessary. I wasn't, let me put it this way. In my head, I was like, do I just try to race and go bigger, or do I try to slow down your game plan? The race and go bigger did not work. In another match, I probably will try the slow down the game plan and spell bomb the graveyard. That way my 3 mana bigs can get out earlier than your quote unquote 1 mana bigs, you know? So always interested to see what doesn't work, because then that means, well, we can scratch that off the list. But yeah, had a wonderful time, guys. I really do appreciate with you guys stopping by and chatting. It's all good. Leon, I hope you get out of your shadow ban from chat somehow. I really hope that's not on my end. I apologize if it is. I'm gonna have to look at my settings once I end stream here. But yeah, man, good games all, and Oh, I need to go find some dinner. I'm starving. Alrighty, folks. This has been your local can slime, Ceylon Cross. Catch me next Monday. That is going to be the final stream before Christmas week. I am not entirely sure what my schedule is going to be like for the week of Christmas. Mainly work-wise, so I will come up with a schedule when, as and if I have a finalized schedule for that, and I will post that on my Twitter and Blue Sky. So follow me for more updates as we approach the end of the year. So take care, everybody. Wishing you all a good rest of your day, and bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.